Hey, we're live in Vegas. Couldn't be happier. I got my guy Sean Merriman here. Came all the way from where? L.A., San Diego?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you live out here now?
I'm here in Vegas.
You live in Vegas now?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm here full time.
Wow. So you're going to compete with Dana White at the UFC?
No. Well, we're more of a feeder, right?
Who's we though? By the way, let's
as lights out extreme fighting.
Okay.
We're more of a feeder because as many fighters as the UFC and Dana they have under contract, fighters need fights, and they don't pull from guys and women who hasn't fought yet. So our last 4 or 5 champions went to had opportunities to fight in the UFC, and we love that. We love that format.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What got you excited about creating a league like this? That's a lot of responsibility.
You know what? Actually, I got into MMA myself. I started training back in 2006 with Jake Glazer and Randy Couture.
Oh.
And so I just hung out around the sport. Every offseason, I would go and I would train with more and more MMA guys. Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz. I was training with these guys on the
And then you realized after a while that their ears looked so fucked up. You never wanted to see that.
Yeah, that's exactly the noses too.
The nose and the ear.
So even
shout out to my buddy Chuck Liddell. Sorry about that, buddy.
No, that's my brother. I love him. But you're right, man. It's and there's a lot of similarities between the two sports. It really is.
What, football and MMA?
Football and MMA. A lot of guys.
Very violent.
I wish more former NFL guys, and I've been saying this for a long time, more former NFL guys transition into MMA when they're done.
Well, John Jones' brother plays...
Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler Jones played very good defensive end for years. I think he's still in the league.
He's still playing.
Yeah.
For the Raiders.
Oh, he's with the Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh, way to go. Shout out Chandler.
Yeah. But, I think that a lot of guys would do well, especially when they retire, if they don't have a long career. Right. I mean, I got done in 8 years, and I was 28 years old when I got done.
Yeah, you were young when you left.
Yeah.
I thought you had a couple more left in you.
Yeah, I could have, man. But, for me, if a team that didn't have an opportunity to win a championship wasn't calling, I wasn't going.
That's smart, because at that point you got to you're picking and choosing. They're not picking and choosing.
Yeah.
So it's your decision.
Yeah, and the Buffalo Bills wanted me to come back. I just knew coaching staff, knew all that. I just, didn't do it.
Well, thank God you didn't go to the Bears.
Especially, I think they're losing today already, right?
Oh, my God. We can't talk about the Bears. We can't talk about the Bears. So you did a deal with Fubo TV.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So, we initially launched, we were looking for a platform, a streaming platform.
Fubo's pretty strong.
Yeah, Fubo. The reason why I partner with Fubo is they're like forward thinkers, and what they are really, really keen on is adding tech into what we're doing. And I felt like that was always a space that MMA was lacking. I mean, UFC when they first came, this stuff wasn't around. Tech and how things can go down in social media, those things wasn't around when they first start catching fire. And Fubo, they're bullish on going to get all this tech, and where there's ad tech and you adding graphics where you can start to buy products during the fights. And so it's been a great partnership with them, and we're top 5 watch program behind the international soccer and some of the other programs that they have, and that's for us that's saying a lot, and
that's definitely saying a lot. How many fights have you had, or live fights?
Yeah, we've had 7.
Where do you do your events? Here in Vegas?
A lot of in Southern California, because of the fight pool is there. You have a lot of fighters in Northern California all the way down to Southern California. So our last few fights have been in certain casinos and things like that. But we'll be back in the second week of December, and then we're going every month for a year. And what I'm hoping to do now is to double up on the fight days. Typically we'll have 8 or 9 fights. I would like to have 16 fights. I would like to have more amateurs come in and give them a shot and really just grow our talent. We're not trying to be anybody else where they're taking former guys from somewhere else with names. We're trying to build and grow our talent. That's what's most important to me.
I heard a rumor you want to go a couple of rounds with me in the ring.
Well, I was when you had that Patriots jersey on.
That
little, yeah, was. I was. That was the first thing I thought about when I saw that Patriots. I said he wanted
to
pick a
little PTSD there.
Yeah.
Trauma.
You didn't see me. My hand started to shake a little bit when I saw that Patriots.
It was weird because I actually saw you get down on a 3-point stance. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah. No, I had old flashbacks.
You were like, God, I remember hugging that jersey before.
Yeah, I hugged it a few times.
Who were 3 of your favorite players in the NFL when you played?
To play against or with?
Just guys that you liked, enjoyed.
That Chargers team that we had between 05 and 2010. I mean, and I said it the other day. That 06 team probably is one of the greatest teams in football ever, and we just never won a ring. And that is kind of what poked at me.
Who was on that team?
LaDainian Tomlinson, Rivers, Antonio Gates, Lorenzo Neal. Jamal Williams, a D tackle who's just getting inducted into the Chargers Ring of Honor this week. I think a few weeks coming up. And
you guys had some good wideouts on that team too.
Yeah, we had
you?
Vincent Jackson. Rest his soul. Malcolm Floyd. I came in. Keenan McCardell was there when I first
Keenan McCardell. Wow, did he play forever or what?
17, 18 years.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Shout out to the old man Keenan McCardell.
Yeah. Randall Godfrey, Donnie Edwards. So I walked in the locker room with all these guys that've been around for a long. Pro Bowl guys has been around for a long time, and so that was special.
Interesting. So you're now doing this league.
Yeah.
You're doing insurance, I hear, too, right?
Yeah. You have life insurance.
Life insurance here in Vegas, right?
Here in Vegas, yeah. Well, I have 207 agents with a company called Family First Life. I partnered with them during the pandemic, and that kind of just happened when everything shut down. I never thought in a 1,000 years that I would ever get involved in life insurance, and they just partnered with Ethos too. I don't know if you know the company Ethos.
Not familiar with them.
Yeah, it was a really, really big partnership. They're like more of a tech life insurance agency, and they're growing like crazy.
What are some of the benefits of life insurance? I know you can borrow against policies. Yeah. You can become your own bank.
Yeah, it's multiple benefits, but I think for me, and when I really got into the industry, all these GoFundMe pages that people don't understand how expensive funerals are until something happens.
Yep.
And you got to understand that when people say I don't need life insurance, well, life insurance is for you. It's so you're not leaving your family with a $30,000 bill.
That is so true, and even more so, money so that they can survive and grow.
Right. And we do mortgage protection, annuities, IULs, things like that. But I've probably one of the fastest growing agencies in the country. I'm in 207 agents in a year.
Are you thinking of changing the agency's name to Lights Out Agency?
It is. My personal agent is called Lights Out Agency.
That explains why it's growing so fast.
Yeah.
Have you been contacted by the state of Nevada about how much energy you're drawing from the state?
Not yet,
okay.
But they charge me enough. So
are they asking you to power up some of the casinos now with your Lights Out?
They should, and you know what? They should have Lights Out solar panel.
Shout out. Well, they got solar farms they're building out in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, the casinos want to literally be self-sufficient and not rely on Nevada energy.
Well, they should. I'm actually, going to break ground here in a big area in Albuquerque, and we're doing this like more of a smart city type of deal. And I'm looking to build something special there in Albuquerque. A fight.
You working with my guy Elon?
No, not yet. I should.
His second top female executive at Tesla Energy is my friend's wife.
Really?
Yeah, they're looking for ways to get exposure via energy.
Well, we got it.
You want me to tap Elon?
Yeah, hit him up.
Hit him up. Set up a dinner.
We got 15,000 acres down there to do it.
Go, me, you, and Elon. We'll go to dinner. We'll talk about this.
Let's do it.
What if he wears a number 12 Tom Brady jersey? Would that cause you a problem?
He better have a Tesla to jump in after that. That's what there better be a Tesla somebody he can hop in and get out of there.
When you were sacking quarterbacks, which you did often, did you at some time ever say to yourself, "What would Jesus do?"
No. Look. The funny thing is, he had the Patriots jersey when I walked in on. He thought he was going to get out of it by throwing a Jesus shirt on under that, so I wouldn't go after him. I knew what you did when I walked in, so I peeped your game.
Exactly. My theory was, listen, just ask the guy, what would Jesus do? Sean, what would Jesus do? So your post-career seems almost as electric as your career was. Where do you get a lot of your motivation from? Where do you get a lot of your energy from?
To be honest, I already knew what I wanted to do while I was playing. And your question, and that's to build the brand of Lights Out. I knew this is what I wanted to do. And so when you say that I could have went back and played a couple more years, and you could, but then you're putting everything else second. And I felt like, hey, I already did what I could on the field. I had injuries. I wasn't the player I was anymore. So the only thing I can do is go and steal another check somewhere else. But if I didn't have a shot to win a championship, then that was it. And so I knew immediately that I wanted to start building a brand with Lights Out. I bought in 2006. So I've been called Lights Out since I was 16 years old. But in 2000,
Is that because you used to turn the lights out at night at your home?
Yeah, my mom used to.
Your mom would be like, Sean, turn the lights out. Everyone's got to go to sleep.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was.
How many brothers and sisters?
Two sisters.
Two sisters?
Everybody's back in Maryland and Washington, D.C. Well,
shout out to your sisters.
Yeah.
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to them. And so I
Are they called Lights Out also?
No, they're Lights On.
Lights On. Shout out to Lights Out or Lights On.
So I had this nickname since I was 16 years old, and I ended up buying a trademark and rights to it.
Good.
In 2006.
I got to tell you, you are very sharp as a business person, just right off the top. Like I'm seeing you had a plan. How old are you now?
38.
Yeah, you're literally in the prime of your business life. Like you're going to do some big things.
Yeah, I'm blessed because I jumped on it early, and I realized. And a lot of people, especially when you playing any kind of sport, you don't think anything can happen, so you just feel invincible, and you don't plan. And that's where a lot of guys struggle because they don't plan.
What's the average age of a player in the NFL?
3 or 4 years.
They only I was going to say because it's just physically tough. And same thing with UFC or with MMA.
Mm-hmm.
MMA is just so hard on the human body, the brain, the head, the joints. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, the only thing is with MMA, they only have about 3 or 4 fights a year, right? And so it saves them. And unlike football, we're
shout out to Conor McGregor who has 1 fight every 5 years.
yeah, we can't wait to see him back. But like they have a fight every 4 years, so they get a chance to heal. When you play football in the NFL. Every week, like your wrist is hurting, your lower back, your knee. I mean, every week you have something.
All right, here's a question I've always wanted to ask a football player. Does the cold plunge help you recover?
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even, towards the end of my career, I would not even be able to make it to practice without getting in the cold tub.
Yeah, I've been doing the cold plunge thing.
Oh, you do it now?
Do you know who Wim Hof is?
Yeah.
I started following him like 4 or 5 years ago. That guy's a genius.
With all the cold, yeah. We're just taking care of your body in general.
Granted, shout out to Wim. I'm not going swimming with you in the ice water.
No.
That guy goes into seriously cold water.
I've seen him jump in like a frozen lake.
I know.
Yeah.
And I seen him like saw and cut a hole in one where you can actually get in there. And I'm like, dude, how do you get out?
He swam. Yeah, he swam under the ice.
I know.
That's dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that guy's he's fearless. Shout out Wim. But so, who are some of the people that you consider mentors or people that you look up to in business?
It's crazy because when you're in football, like Ray Lewis, LeVar Arrington, all these guys kind of took me under their wing when I was younger. Lawrence Taylor was my favorite player, and I used to watch these guys and Bruce Smith and everything. So now when you kind of transition into the business world, you start seeing, okay, who in this space of what I'm doing do you want to emulate or talk to? And everybody from Diddy, Sean Combs, to regardless of what people feel about him as a president, but Donald Trump, he was somebody who.
Let's be honest. 4 years of Trump were significantly better than 2 years of what's the name of the guy that's in the office right now?
Oh, Biden.
No, that's the guy that just sits in the chair. Who's the actual guy running the country right now?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Shout out to Barack Obama's third term.
So what happened was I met Donald Trump at a charity event a long time ago. Muhammad Ali's the
oh my God, I fucking love Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
He grew up in Chicago. I had a chance to meet him 3 times growing up as a kid. Literally one of the genuinely nicest people you ever meet in your life.
He was still to this day is the only guy that I was shaking meeting. I've never.
Oh, by the way, have you had a chance to meet Tyson out here?
Oh yeah.
Have you done a show about hot boxing?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, we got to set that up.
Yeah.
Mike genuinely follows in Muhammad's footsteps. He has become so much of a great person in the later years of his life.
No question about it.
I mean, and by the way, the ayahuasca thing has really worked wonders on him.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
No, not yet.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to try it.
You haven't done it yet?
I haven't done it yet, but he's like the way it's done wonders for him. Rogan's done it. Maybe
Aaron Rodgers. I just saw
Aaron Rodgers was talking about it.
He had some. Aaron Rodgers had some balls talking about it. Yeah, because the NFL. You want to stay away from certain things as much as you can.
I think that's Aaron texting you.
No, that's my son, actually, Justin.
Give him a shout out. Let him talk.
Look, he's on FaceTime right now.
He's FaceTiming him? Let's see.
Yeah. Hey, Just, I'm doing the show right now. You see? Oh, say hello.
Hey, so if he's lights out, what are you like?
He just finished his football game. Look.
Are you lights out light? All right. So hey, wait. While we got you, tell us the favorite thing about your dad. Tell us the number one thing that when you tell people about your dad, what's the number one thing you tell them?
Getting into stuff like basically easier, like with rape.
You go get this stuff.
Okay, maybe I should word it differently. What's the favorite thing you love about your dad? Okay, getting in free stuff. Okay. There you go.
There you go.
How old is he?
He's 12, and he's finished a football game. How'd you play today? I did a couple touchdowns.
I had 100 passing yards, a running touchdown.
Oh, hey, Just, check this out. Look what he has.
Hey, Just, is this your favorite jersey of all time?
Oh, my God. You know they're trying to piss me off. All right, kid, I'll text you in a little bit. Love you. All right.
So you got one 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
I'll be honest with you. That's enough right there.
Yeah.
That'll keep you busy for a while.
Yeah, no, he's a stud, man. He's a freak.
What does he play?
Quarterback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's his favorite player.
I'll be honest. That's a good guy to have his favorite
I had
player.
to go. He had a hockey game when he was 8 years old. He had a hockey game out in close to Foxborough, and I had to take him into the team shop and buy him a Patriots jersey, and I still suffer from PTSD.
Wait, he plays hockey?
He used to, yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I like the kid already.
Yeah.
I am a huge hockey fan. Like it was either wearing this or my Patrick Kane NHL All-Star jersey.
Well, the seasons run into each other. So when you start to get older, then you had to make a decision.
So we're doing a dinner down in Miami.
Yeah.
On the 26th and also March 1st of next year.
Okay.
How about we get you, your kid, and Tom Brady out to dinner with Mayor Francis and Ron DeSantis from the state of Florida?
Well, that's not going to work out for me.
Really?
No, let's do it. My son.
How about we just get the kid out and just we'll leave you behind.
Let's do that.
Listen, great catching up.
Yeah.
We're going to do this again?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Okay, why don't you stick around? We're going to bring some people in. But I love what you're doing with the the MMA project.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks.